Morgan, hit it.
Okay, pasta.
So today we're gonna be making spaghetti limone, or Morgan's gonna make spaghetti limone, the Frank Prisinzano way. It's one of my new favorite recipes. In order to get you along, I've provided no recipe at all, just a story.
So it says, when the water reaches a boil, he throws in a fistful of gray sea salt.
The point he made about using sea salt was that sea salt is less salty than, say, table salt or kosher salt.
Is that a good fistful? Is that too much?
Yeah, that was a great fistful. I would just do
Ooh,
this.
okay, wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep this over here. He grabs a handful of spaghetti from the jar. So how big is a Frank handful? Or is it like, is he like?
He's a full-grown man, so I don't know.
Okay. Does that feel like a full-grown man hand with the pasta?
That's a good man hand.
So I'm adding this in and I'm going till al dente. You said he says, what was his clue?
It's al dente or I break your legs.
Al dente or I break your legs.
In his thick New York accent.
What's that, like 7-minute timer?
Oh.
Yeah. Is that breaking the concept of the no recipe?
I mean, I've never like set a timer for pasta.
Wow, okay, well I don't
Never
have
in
that
my
skill
life.
set. Like, that's too much.
Just taste it.
He grabs a traditional four-sided box grater, I got that.
Okay. One of the really cool things that Frank showed me that day is that he uses this like coarse, bumpy side of the box grater, which I've never really used in my life. And it created what he called parm dust.
That's very nice, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's very nice, it's your turn.
Okay, great. Oh, do you want to check the pasta?
Yeah, what did the timer go off?
Yeah, that was my timer. I know you don't believe in timers, but. So when the pasta is just shy of al dente, he adds a ladle full of cooking water to the Dutch oven.
And that's really just to warm the pot through. He used this winter Parmesan that had a really unique flavor to it, but I just love the grate on this because it really just barely coats the pasta. It doesn't overwhelm the lemon and butter flavor. Even the small shreds, they're much bigger than this fine parm dust here. Further still, like if you use this big shreds, these are monster pieces, it would just really overwhelm the delicate nature of the pasta and the lemon and the butter.
Well, it's not like there's a lot going on, so I feel like you do have to be thoughtful in like how you're doing everything.
Yeah, and I'd say that's a really great way to talk about Frank's cooking, is very thoughtful, very respectful of the ingredients.
It's okay that I'm getting some pasta water coming with.
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually encouraged. You know, you get some of that starchy water clinging to the noodles.
Now I cut lemon halves. Yell at me if I'm doing anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to yell at you.
Okay, so I squeeze in 3 of these through here. And this is to catch the seeds?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, and what do I do with the 4th?
Just save it for a shrimp cocktail or something.
So I just
drop them right in. Just drop them right in.
So next up, I do cold butter. You said that he had a well-worn wooden spoon. Is that important?
No, it's not important at all. I don't know who's writing this damn article. So the great thing about this dish is like you could add as much as you want. If you want more butter, add more butter. If you want more lemon, add more lemon. You're not going to offend me with however much butter you end up using.
And does he use a certain kind of butter?
Yeah, he had this really nice raw milk butter that he gets from a farm out there in New York.
The story said he's using the pasta almost as a whisk.
You see how the noodles are whipping around the butter and it's creating this emulsion with it? You have that starchy cooking water. And you can smell how fragrant the lemons are right now.
I'm like beating the lemons.
And that's another like great example of how he's letting the pasta be at the start of the show. You know, I said, what about adding just straight up lemon zest? He said, no, just overwhelm the dish. At this point, you can look, you want to have like a little pool of sauce forming. You tip the pasta to the side. Yeah, you have a little bit going on. You can probably add a smidge more water.
Okay.
And you want to just keep stirring until the butter is all melted.
Okay.
The sauce is emulsified. Looks great.
I know, this does look good. So this is it. This is the recipe.
It's dead simple, yeah.
Wow, that is, okay. I'm gonna try to get you a pretty pasta twirl here. How much can I count you for, Brian? You driving?
Yeah.
And then you said there was a little
lemon half with garnish on the side. Once you're all filled up,
we
go with the parm dust. You want to rain this down like an ungodly firestorm of flavor. All right, my weapons. Look at like your bite is so dainty and perfect. Mine's like a big old monster. That's good.
Yeah, oh good. I like it.
No recipe, but you're following a technique, following a concept. And what I like about this recipe is that it's very low lift. I mean, you have 5 ingredients, you know, pasta, lemon, butter, Parmesan, salt. It's like a 15-minute pasta dish.
No, this is like the kind of thing I feel like if I was like exhausted, I'd just be like, and.
I eat this while I'm sleeping all the time. The Parmesan, it kind of just blends in, sticks to the noodles, so you get that saltiness, that kind of umami flavor, but it doesn't overwhelm anything. Everything plays nicely together.
Yeah, the parm dust really like does a lot here.
Parm dust for life.
I know, parm dust for life. This would be on your shirts. Would Frank be offended if I did a chef's kiss? Like is that the Italian thing?